So, yeah. For a business account. And I went back to a creator account. Because I don't really have products to sell. Figured out why my views were down. Like, duh. Apparently I was on a business account, like a brand or something. Like, I'm kind of a... These are just like products that I get addicted to saying yes. So they keep sending me stuff. I'm like, I gotta stop though. Because I don't want to post all the time, like just products, okay? I'm tired now. My kid's still asleep in the back of the car. Treating TikTok like a full-time job. Well, okay, I didn't switch accidentally. They offered it. They said, sign up for a business account. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll have a product I'll sell. But then, like, I have my own product or whatever I thought I could sell. Like, I have an invention. Anyway, glad that's behind me. And yeah, I've been inundated with all these products. But somebody will complain. His face is into the... Uh-oh, I'm losing connection. Hey. I don't know. We had a late night out. Come on, buddy. I probably... Yay, at least you got... Oh, what's wrong? Shh, it's okay. It's okay. See, that's the part I didn't want to... Come on. You gotta run in the house. Into your bed. We were out, like, visiting our family, like, late. Got late. So, and then I drive home. Reagan's already sleeping. Oh, God. This car has got me trapped. That's annoying. My friend's, like, parking his fucking cars here in my driveway. Oh, my God. This is a hot mess. My front driveway, it's unlocked. Look at this. I've got, like, bicycle, like, this thing doesn't even have a charger. Somebody gave it to me. They gave me this thing, but it needs a new battery. That I have to charge. It's so ghetto walking into my house. It's like these like kids' bicycles. Oh, there's a dog. I always forget I have a dog. Wow. Bro, I thought you were sleeping, man. That's why I was sitting in the car.
I was, but I woke up and he had something good to say, so I had to listen to it and write it down.
Oh. About seeds? I just bought a bunch.
No, this isn't begging for money now. The things you said before were good.
So a seed? Oh. That's weird because that's what we were talking about, seed time and harvest. My kid's fake crying now. Yeah, I'm not having it. Sorry. Okay. I hate that. It's just like... Oh my God. Bro, my room... I was doing so good and now it's like trashed again. Oh my God. And I had to shop for like, you know, Christmas stuff, and so that took a bunch of time. And then all the boxes started piling in. So now I'm like, I don't know. The TikTok got me wearing fucking bodysuits every day. But they're actually amazing. I'm not like, they're really awesome, actually. Until you have to go to the bathroom, because then it's weird, because you gotta, like, unbutton, but, like, yeah. You wear a bra underneath them, and it's, like, it solves, like, every problem. It sucks your stomach in and it pushes. It's like, what? Thank you for the rose. It's like, this was the answer to all of my problems. I was gonna get a boob job, but now I don't have to because I have these bodies. Thank you, China. Thank you, China, for sending me these things. Of course, these pants are weird. Oh gosh, look, I don't even have it snapped. It's like a bra on the bottom. You snap it. Oh. Yeah, so I have amazing boobs now. Darn, that killed my invention. The bodysuit, man. I mean, but you don't want to wear a like tight ass bodysuit all the time, but like, wow. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. They're amazing, aren't they? I had no idea. Bad. I had no idea. I know. I turned 40 and it's like a whole other level of like, I don't know. I was always like scared of getting older, but then I was like, it's like been the best thing ever, man. So many younger dudes love older women too, because they don't like to see like bimbo chicks. No offense. I act like one sometimes, but you have a house and mortgage and, all that, right? So, yeah. A lot of these chicks are just like, assume that they're just gonna have some guy like pay all their bills. Dude, what's up with you, pink scrubs? Pink scrub. Have you gotten the bodysuit yet? She's got a bigger rack than me. You would probably, look at, is it not epic, man? The bodysuits are like insane. This bra's like barely padded. It just like, I don't know how it does this. It's like magic. It's crazy. You don't have one yet? Oh my God. I'm sure you have samples from the TikTok shop. Oh my goodness. My phone died. Sorry. It's probably the wrong bra to wear though, because it's got this strap, but whatever. Anyway, I was trying to tell Perla that she needs to use her coupon to get one of these. It would look amazing on her. Like, she's got the right shape. Thank you for the rose, Nicholas. Your rack would touch. I know, because she's already got a rack, so it'd be like, that'd be funny. It pushes it up, but I also have a padded bra that's like probably the wrong bra. I don't know. It's not that padded, so it's like, but they're like nice because you can like, for like an undershirt and like, I don't know. I'm really into them right now. Yeah. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna be like live streaming they're going to pay me. I mean, it's not like a ton of money, but it's okay. At least I would be getting paid. They want me to do 10 hours a week. And like they said, they'll send me like 15 pieces of clothing to like go live with or whatever, to try on and model. So I'm going to give it a try. A little part-time thing. See where that goes. But I still like doing like more like political and lifestyle and comedy, just a mix of stuff. Like the videos, I don't want to like, I was saying I accidentally switched to a business account on TikTok, and so it messed up like my views and stuff. Like I was wondering why it wasn't like pushing, like it was annoying. I wasn't selling anything like for myself, so I didn't need a business account, but they just pop those alerts up there and they're like, oh, sign up for a business account. I didn't know I was switching my whole account over to a business account, and I couldn't use like all the viral video, like music. Like it doesn't really help you to have, like, you need a personal account, and then you can, if you are a brand, you can like, I think, have maybe a business account, but, or if you're selling stuff. Thanks for sharing the live. But yeah, so that was funny. Glad I was on YouTube looking. I was like looking up like TikTok shop stuff, and like nobody knows how it works or how to do it. It's like very confusing and difficult to navigate. So I was thinking maybe I'll do some YouTube videos on that, but I don't know, because I don't have a niche. I'm like, that's my problem. I was almost monetized on YouTube, but I wasn't making, it's just hard to like transition from like doing this kind of stuff full time. And you know, when you have a job that you have to keep to pay your bills, you know, it's like, I don't know. Thanks for your beauty. Thank you for appreciating it. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I was always, I guess, attractive, like, but I got more attractive when I got older. Like, when I hit, like, over 30, it was, like, weird, because, like, my face thinned out and got more, I don't know, I had, like, a baby face more that was, like, rounder or something. I don't know. It looked better when I was, like, yeah, I was wondering what was going on with my page, though, like, for real. That's what was going on, just FYI. Nobody cares, but I was like, this is, like, weird. It was because I was a business, like, a brand, like, you know, if you had, like, a clothing store and you were selling, like, yeah. I was like, this is, like, weird. This is not, I was like, wow, TikTok really changed, you know, since I hadn't been on. Thanks for the follow. Papery Go. What do you sell? See, now that might be a brand. Oh, thank you. Good morning. Good morning. I'm doing a lot better, Al. I got over my funk, I guess. I don't know. It was like a year long. I was in like a bad shit. I was so stressed and pissed off, and I don't know what was wrong with me. For like a year, I was just feeling my feelings, I guess. You make Yu-Gi-Oh! Did I even say that right? I think I might have actually said that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. Yeah, the trading card game, yeah. Yeah, my Thanksgiving was good. Was yours? It was good. I guess I got to go to a friend's house. They invited me, and I didn't really have to cook much, so that was cool. with what's going on in the world, it's hard not to be angry. Yeah, I know. That was the thing that happened. It was like, I finally had to make a decision that I was gonna not be angry about it, I guess, and just try, like, I stopped focusing on a lot of it, like, because the more you focus on something, the more you get of that thing. So that's a law of the universe. And, you know, what you focus on grows and all that. And so it's like, I finally had to decide that that was the truth. And I was going to have to, like, reprogram my brain and start focusing on the more positive. I mean, it sounds so lame. It really does. It sounds lame, which is why I didn't want to do it. But it was like either that or focus on all the negative, right? And then get mad. And then think I can fix it somehow. And then end up in this big downward spiral of nothing changing, but I'm pissed off and I can't. I don't know. So it's just like, fuck it. I just have to start focusing on, you know, and that's the key when people are like, you have to have gratitude, or if you want to get more, you have to, like, let go or stop wanting it. It's weird. You get something when you don't care about it anymore. I hate that too. Because, like, the whole point was because I cared and I really wanted it. And then once you, like, don't have any attachment to it. So, like, everything in nature is, like, opposite of what you think. Like, if you want more love for yourself, you have to give more, you know, you have to give to get. And, like, it's just, if you want to change somebody too, it's like you can't point the finger at them. You have to just love them as they are. And then it's just so backwards. Fit check. I'm just going to live in the bodysuit now. Were these big in the 90s? Because they're really awesome. Do you remember them? Oh, thank you. I have 30 team members now. They're like, I think these were like leotards back in the 90s, were they not? They brought them back. Ooh, thank you. They don't, an adult onesie. It is kind of, usually there's like snaps, but these actually have like a bra, like, you know, the bra metal thing. So they're really amazing until you, like, go to the bathroom in public and then you're like, oh crap. Because you always forget that you have, you go to the bathroom, you're like, oh wait, yeah, that's right. This is going to be, like, leotards, 80 aerobic classes. Yes, like, this is what we're bringing back, right? They can't come up with anything new. So they just bring back something that was really cool that, like, everybody forgot about. But now that they're back in style, like, remember how hard the skinny jeans held on? Oh my God. Skinny jeans went on for like 25 years, I felt like. You're not buying one. Remember the skinny jeans on women, like, in leggings, like yoga leggings, like, some of those things, like, just once they came back, they did not go away. The fanny pack, I have one now, and I'm like, why did the fanny pack... Oh, you haven't seen them with that kind of hook? I might get a violation if I show you, like, the... I showed it a little bit in my last video. Well, that person sent me that one, and I I felt bad because these sellers will send you something, and then they want you to, like, thank you. They want you to wear the item in a video and link, and I had to figure, I don't know. I got inundated. I wasn't even expecting these, and now I'm getting more from another brand. So I'm like, but they're gonna have long sleeves. So apparently my whole freaking niche is like me, and I'm wearing an Adele onesie or a bodysuit or a leotard. I don't know. I guess I could just like, I don't know, maybe do some yoga classes. Yeah, I can do whatever I want with it, you know. I didn't tag the brand and didn't feel like doing that. Oh, I could though. They let you. No way. They'll let you add the product. Oh boy. Did it pin it? Look at that. I pinned the product. I wasn't going to do that, but I was just explaining, like, I could do that, I guess. I don't know. I was doing that before, but my TikTok was like a brand, like I think it screwed my whole thing up because it thought I was a business, and they put, I don't know what they put, who they push you out. I don't know how that works. I wasn't like considered a creator. I didn't have a creator account. I had a business account. I'm like, what the hell? So like messed it up. But basically, so that's annoying, but I gotta let it go. You live and you learn, I guess. I don't know. Why would you invite somebody to like join the business account and then it mess up your stuff? Like I don't know. It's not like I was a business. Like, did you guys get invited to the business account? I just don't know. You click on stuff and you're like, okay, I'll sign up for this, I'll sign up for that. I get like all these messages from TikTok. Do you guys get, I'm sure you guys get messages and advertisements too. I mean, some of them, like, once you have like, I don't know, so many, you have to sign up for like different programs yourself, like the creator program. You have to go in to sign up to go live and stuff, and it's not very user friendly. And so but yeah, I'm unpinning it because I don't want it to be about the product. I was just, because I don't have women on here looking at it anyway. It's not. Now they're like bugging me to pin a product. I don't want to do that. Why are you doing that to me? It wasn't ever a product live. It was just, I was just jumping on and I was like saying, oh, and then you can pin it. And it is a good idea, but I'm going to have to do that for like, I had an interview today with, probably shouldn't even talk about it, but they're, if they pick me and all that, and I sign a contract, I could actually get paid to, live stream and have, products to try on. So I'll have to do lives where I'm doing that, but I'm not trying to sell the products to my normal audience, which is mostly men that probably won't wear like these outfits. Let's most likely. No offense if you do, like you can. You probably wouldn't. So yeah. So basically, see, I had psoriasis. It was so bad. It's finally going away because I stopped being stressed out all the time. Ooh, invite drops, knowledge drops. What are those? Anyway, my normal audience is like 75% male, and like they're probably not going to be, I don't expect them to buy the products. And I asked them, I said, why can't TikTok, if you're doing a product, why would their algorithm not push it? It's supposed to be so sophisticated. Why wouldn't it push it out? Oh, I love acting. Yeah, I love to act. I did some plays in college. Yeah. Community theater, and I had kids. But yeah, I was actually, before I had kids, was going to go to California, and I had a connection. My friend's brother-in-law was like a famous director, which he really was. He like had movies with Al Pacino, and like he directed Two for the Money and Eagle Eye and Salton Sea. I was just gonna try to be like an extra. Start off as an extra, if I had, because that's the thing. A lot of people don't want to do the small stuff, but sometimes you have to do the smaller stuff to get better, or you have to work for free too. Like, especially growing on TikTok and like getting to a place of like actually making money doing like this kind of stuff. Like, you have to pour so much into it and you don't get paid, and you're just doing it because it's what you want to do, but the money comes, is what I'm saying. And that's what especially the younger generation expects to get out of college and just make $100,000 salary or whatever. Like, that's just like the expectation is just, and they don't understand sometimes that you have to take a job that's beneath your pay grade and your skill set, and then do a good job and then get elevated. Like, there's sometimes some work involved to like get a promotion, or you do a lot for free. You help a lot of people and then you get rewarded later, right? That's just a law of the universe. And a lot of people just, they have a more of a fairy tale imagination about how, I guess, I did. I ended up with my job having to like put in all the hours and all the time, rain, sleet, snow, going out and busting it. And then I was like, I did pick a white one, actually. I hope they send it, because I thought I kept saying black, because I was worried about white getting dirty, but like, yeah. They keep sending sorry. But I like them. But it's like, it's nothing. It's kind of like a swimsuit. But like, shit, how come you've never seen a swimsuit like this? Why don't they make them this good? Right? Of course I do have you have to have the built-in bra or something, right? I did, there was another company that has the long sleeve ones. I was looking forward to those. Thank you, Nicholas. It's pretty comfortable. It's a little, you forget you're even wearing a bodysuit, so I guess it's comfortable. It is a little restricting, though. It is tight. But it's great for, like, people, I guess, that have, like, a big belly. These bigger girls, they, like, put one on, and they just love it. Because even for them, they have big sizes, and then they, like, just... It's crazy. We watch one of those videos of those girls doing it. They'll try it on, and they'll show their belly, and then put it on, and it's like, whoa! What happened? And it all just smooths out and everything. It's like, whoa, magic. But it's probably just the girdle. We've had girdles and corsets since like 1400s or something, right? Renaissance period. It's like nothing new is under the sun. you know, so we think it's like 2023, okay? The best you can do is bring back something from the 80s. I don't know, right? The leotard. But now it's cool. It's retro. It's whatever. When are they going to bring back, like, the bright ass... Well, they do with the eyeshadow. Crazy. They've not brought back the big curls yet. Or bangs. Bangs haven't come back a lot. Some people have them, but they need to bring back the 80s hair. Some women using girdle looks painful. Yup. It was funny because I was trying to get this one on earlier today and I went over. I have to go up my legs. Like, I can't fit it over. I was like, I tried and it got all stuck right here and it was tight. It wasn't coming down. I was like, oh no. So I had to step into it. I had to step into it. And then you gotta like suck it, squeeze and pull it up. But once it's on, hold my hair up. I actually like the hair color. I put this like, the Revlon sent me this box of like washout dye. It was like dark blonde, like my natural hair color. I have to post an Instagram. I'm not trying to be an influencer at all, but my friend got into it, and then so I get, like, anybody could do it. Like, you just sign up on the app and do reviews or whatever, and it's kind of fun to get like products. But and then the TikTok shop, basically TikTok shop is literally like Amazon. So the stuff on the TikTok shop, you're a dad, I'm the dad. What? Thanks for following, Alexis. Basically it's Amazon sellers, right? And so they're selling their stuff over here, but they do sometimes have better prices than Amazon. Or they have sales, right? But it's pretty much that right now, and it's not really like the major brands for some reason. Like, I don't understand why major brands, like, they're really short-sighted. Plus, we're going to have a big economic collapse. Let's talk about the economy. People think that the economy's fine. I don't know where they're getting this. Oh, yeah, the news. Okay, so they want to install Biden again, right? Not that it really matters. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I thought things were better under Trump, but then they always go back to saying, well, you know, the big businesses and the interest rates, and I guess they went into negative interest rate. Like, they went so low to make the economy, like, keep getting to where they created a bubble. So they might blame Trump for this bubble. But however, at the end of the day, what both parties are doing, they're printing money, like, constantly. And I studied up on this, and it's common stuff. It's not hidden, but for some reason, a lot of people have no awareness of the fact that the money is just printing and printing and printing nonstop, and it's not backed by anything. And it's just a paper machine, go, 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 go. And so when the government tells you that they're not going to raise your taxes, but they're going to do a infrastructure bill, and it's going to be $200 billion. That means that you will pay dearly for that infrastructure bill because they will print $200 billion. And it's not backed by anything. And so all this money floats into the economy, and it reduces the value of our money. So our money, the United States USD, was worth like equivalent to $26. You could buy 30 Hershey bars, all right, back in, the early 1900s, roughly 100 years ago, for the same amount that you could buy like one. Okay? And so where's this inflation coming from when the cost of consumer goods generally goes down? Think about a television set that comes out. It's new technology. It's $1,000 when it first comes out, right? Fast forward a few years after a bunch of consumer research, not consumer research, but product development. They figured out how to make it cheaper, right? And then now you can get a flat screen TV, really, it's like crazy. It's like $200 or something. So we would have deflation if we didn't continuously print this fiat currency. We would have lowering prices and a better quality life. Thank you for the roses. We don't have that because these politicians continuously spend. And it's not just Democrats. However, the last stimulus was insanity. It was insane. Because business owners got money to keep their employees, whether they need it or not. If you're smart, you're going to take the money because why not? It's being offered to you you don't have to pay it back, and you know that the inflation's going to destroy your money, so you might as well get it. It's not going to be worth what it was, right? So they gave all that unemployment after COVID. That stimulus was bad. It was really bad. $100 billion to Ukraine is bad. Russia is not, that's a whole other can of worms with them and what that was really about. But that was bullshit. And they print and print and print and print and print. And then they lie to us and tell us it's necessary. And then they line their pockets with this money because so basically when they say that the government says they're going to give all this money and these kids think that that's good. They literally are so short-sighted that they think this party is going to give us money. They're the party that cares. That is how fucking stupid Americans are. That it's literally like, we're getting things. Republicans don't want to give us stuff, but this party wants to give us programs. When the reality is, it's not free. We pay dearly. Look at what a house costs now. Okay? That's why. Because the printing machine never stops printing. And then money gets flown around and and it's insane. It is absolutely insane. So I don't know what they're doing. I think they're doing it on purpose. And then they're allowing all these people to come into the country, and then we're like, okay, we're going to put them up. Let's print more money because we love people. We love migrants. Nobody can, no offense, but you can't print. So be prepared. I'm out of touch. Holy fuck, are you serious? Do you want to come on here and explain to me how I'm out of touch? I'm out of touch explaining the Federal Reserve does not stop printing money, and we have 34 trillion and counting in deficit, and we are going to have a financial collapse. Praise God, Corvette. Ugh. I'm like, how am I wrong? Like, I've been studying this stuff for like a year or 2 or 3, I don't know, nonstop, because I've been trying to figure it all out and going down all the rabbit holes. And there's a lot. And the rabbit holes have trap doors. And this is a problem. So nobody, next year, absolutely, but it's all setting up for the 2030 agenda. They're not private about it. Look up Klaus Schwab's book, The Great Reset. Look up his book, The Fourth Industrial Revolution. These are the plans. They have plans for us. It's an agenda. It's happening. Okay? Yes. Yeah. I sell natural gas, and the price went sky high because we were selling it to Europe because we cut Russia off. So the oil companies made a shit ton of money with what happened in Ukraine and Russia. The oil companies made hand over fist. That is the truth. And I cannot believe my fellow Americans that watch the news and actually observe what they're seeing and can't connect these dots. like wake up. You claim to be woke. You're so woke. Wake the fuck up, bro. They don't even fucking hide it anymore. That is how deluded Americans have gotten with all the pharmaceuticals and everything they pump us full of to dumb us down. Okay? It's mind-boggling how some people are like, the GOP, and the GOP is not great either. They're bad people too. Not all of them. I mean, I think there's a handful of decent people that run for office and get in, maybe, but on both sides, most of these people are all together, and they're all lining their pockets with all these corporate lobbying dollars that they're getting. Your news is brought to you by Pfizer. Literally brought to you by Pfizer. Literally sponsored by Pfizer. And they are selling pharmaceuticals to you. And that's who's paying for your news that you're receiving. So you guys think whatever you want. Think whatever you want. But if you don't ever stop and listen to the opposing side, then I don't there's a reason why the opposing side thinks the way they think. But everybody wants to fight. Nobody wants to learn from anybody. So when I question my opposition, I start researching it. And then I start to actually realize kind of where they're coming from. And then I don't have as much anger towards them because I kind of see where they're coming from, but sometimes they're still confused. What's the reasons to think the way they do? Oh, well, the Marxist people are really... Okay, so they believe that everybody... It's a very idealistic... it's very young, okay? Children are communists. I had 300 Band-Aids that I bought from Sam's Club. My kids see that, right? Some little kid gets a scratch down the street in the neighborhood. My kid comes rushing in and says, we need Band-Aids. She knows I have a big stash. So, okay, here's a Band-Aid. And she comes, we need more Band-Aids. Why? Because so-and-so doesn't have any. See, children are brought up to share. You gotta share. Sharing is caring. Okay? So, because mommy has 300 fucking Band-Aids because she saved her money and stocked up, somebody else who's not prepared automatically just gets my Band-Aids because sharing is caring, right? Now, I did give her some Band-Aids, but that's where it clicked, and I'm thinking, wow. So that's where the far left just wants equality, and they scream about the big corporations, and I get where they're coming from, because, yeah, corporations should pay a living wage and yada, 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 but they still are voting for, like, they're, like, lost when they want to vote for Biden, and communism doesn't really work anyway, and it doesn't work in this system we're in, because people always just, some people have more drive than others, I'm sorry, and it's like, people take the path of least resistance, and when you enable them, you actually cause harm to them, and you hinder them. You enable them, you hinder them. When you enable your child, you hinder their growth. When you give your child everything and let them live in a fucking plastic bubble, you hinder them. You're hurting them. But you think that you're being loving and caring, and you don't know. So the far left, a lot of those people went to these big prestigious universities, and they're taught in school that, whatever, they go through their brainwashing program in school, and they pay $200,000 for tuition because their parents have money, and that's what they do. Like, and then they just think in their head somehow that they can level out the playing field because they had a parent that provided for them their whole life. So they feel like everybody deserves to be provided for and to have basic needs. We do. We have unalienable rights. Our unalienable rights is property. Like, so why are we paying property tax? Why are we paying tax on top of a tax for an unalienable right? It's all a farce, okay? So, but I understand that, the left and people that are communistic, a lot of those people are really good people, but they don't understand some things. But they're coming from a place of love and equality, and everyone's equal, and, and they want a better system, and they buy into the fact that, like, that the politicians are going to give them that better system. They thought Biden was going to pay off their student loans. Every politician promises things. He only cares about getting reelected. So that's it. And right now, they're artificially inflating the economy and making it look good so that Biden gets reelected. The economy's not good. I live in the number one growing community, like, in the whole fucking United States, and I see businesses that are closing. So people are not buying houses. The average home is sitting on the market over 130 days now. Basically, they say when it gets to 180 days, it's all, yeah, today's kids are so naive. They are, but thank God some are waking up. I don't, like it's crazy because my kids are, like, have some common sense, and they saw, like, can't even say it on here, but they see stuff and they're like, they're questioning it. It's all about critical thinking. When people say that, it's annoying, it's overused. It's like, use your critical thinking. But it's, like, really true that, like, it's people don't logically think anymore. They follow the herd. They follow the trend. And they believed that whatever. I can't say certain things on here because, like, you don't want to get in trouble. That's the other thing, like, the fact that they can censor you. That's really scary. And that's funny coming from anti-fascist people that want to, like, control your speech. It's kind of funny. It's kind of scary. It's scary to live in this world, too. It's like, but nobody, when I talk to people, like, and I say, aren't you worried about a bank collapse? They're like, no, it's fine. Banks are fine. Banks thrive. They've taken out, they loan money. The banks, it's all about the banks. Nothing but the banks. It's all about the money machine that prints and prints and prints and prints. And these banks, like, they will give money for risky investments, risky ones, right? Also that these businesses will start up, and then the loans that they give out, they're going to get interest back, but when the economy's good, they can do the risky ones and get away with it. So, but here's the deal. Something about the commercial properties. Because all the realtors tell me, it's not going to be a crash. It's not going to be like 2008. We're in the biggest fucking bubble ever, guys. Like, for real. But they're like, it's not happening. Okay, it was a banking. It was financial crisis. Yes, boo-boo. Yes. Interest rates are so high right now that less people are taking out loans. Hardly anybody's sitting... they're sitting in the houses that they already have. I have 2.3% interest rate. I'm not going anywhere. Think about, they're thriving off of this money, and they're not getting as much with the 3% interest rate. So, they're 8% now for a house. People are not buying homes. The average person... 80% of the United States, I used to have one, 80% does not have an extra $1,000. Like, people are paycheck to paycheck. Like, and then you'll talk to some idealistic, like Ivy school liberal that's like, economy's doing great. Look at the stock market. What? Like, I finally realized the stock market is not an indicator of the economy and how good the economy's doing. They actually mess with the stock market. They have so much money. They have so many stops. They have so much AI pulling in and pulling out and arbitrarily jacking it up. That is fixed. We're not with hyperinflation yet. No. And that's what we're worried about. We're worried about hyperinflation. We're worried about these food shortages, like Gaza flooded or something. Not Gaza. Well, we know what's going on. There's some crazy shit going on there, but where they go and they the Mecca flooded. They're flooded and they flooded it I don't even know what's not going to happen. You're not worried about any food shortages or it could be a forced food shortage. Who knows? There's no telling because they have a planned agenda. And they printed all that money and pushed it out on purpose, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know how they did the same damn thing. Okay, the 2008 bubble with the housing that they claim they never gonna do, they did it again. They had ninja loans and all this shit, okay? They started doing it again. And the commercial buildings don't have a fixed mortgage, fixed rate. So they were empty. Those big high-rise buildings. I'm spitting you facts you're not going to hear on mainstream. The big high-rise buildings in New York, Chicago, they're vacant. A lot of those places cannot afford. Go look at San Francisco where Twitter is. Go look at these places, okay? these people, the housing also, what happened, a lot of people bought a house. The gas prices are low because people are not traveling and moving around and doing as much. They don't have the money. Prices will drop because of that. People are not spending. The only reason why the earnings reports showed any kind of growth was because the cost of things were so much more. But look at how many units were sold. It's less. It is less. So they're not, the commercial buildings had to switch their mortgage out, right, to all of a sudden the 8% interest rate. And a lot of those buildings went back to the banks. The banks are upside down on these commercial properties. They're not getting money. Now I have heard that they've got plenty of reserve and all this stuff, and they're like, but who knows? I don't know. I'm concerned. I tried to pull money out of my bank, and they had to call a manager and said it wasn't even that much money, and they said, we don't have it. What? Like, you're like the biggest bank in the nation. Well, we're just a small branch. We don't carry that much cash. What are you using this money for? What are you using it for? It was really creepy. Go try to take a deposit out of your bank. You got an 8% raise on top of a 30% wage. Well, you work for a good company. You're like one of those few companies maybe that's, I don't know. I've taken money out. How much money though? Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. People don't want to believe this shit. Whatever. It's like the billionaires know. Like, billionaires are literally, like, I went to this event with, like, Tony Robbins, okay? He was there, you know. Look up his net worth. Look who he hangs out with. Laugh all you want. They're saying, like, prepare for the down times, like the winter, okay? And, believe in your little fucking bubble that was created. Blame Trump for creating your bubble. I don't care what you do, because the banks went psycho and they went lower and lower on the interest rates. Well, I don't know why they did that. Why did they do that? Do you think they did it on purpose? Yeah, they fucking did. Okay? The Federal Reserve lowers the interest rates, you know, and then they, like, raise them up to slow down the economy. And then they, like, and then they, like, what else did they, oh my God, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, anybody who's actually, like, knows anything about economics is worried about a collapse. Why do you think gold's going up? Why do you think Bitcoin's been going up? These are assets. So the rich get richer and the poor get poorer because of assets. The rich know that they don't keep their paper money, which becomes worthless over time. Okay? Instead, they buy stuff that's going to grow. So they'll buy houses, they'll buy art, they'll buy gold, they'll buy crypto, they just, and you can invest too in the stock market, which grows over time too. Even if that statistically has been going up, even with the crashes. But that's why people get wealthy, is because they have to invest what cash they have, and they have to work extra hard to beat the system of the money printing and the people that think that the government is doing them a favor by allocating like billions of dollars to go to some other country and then, restoring some museum over in New York, and it's just bullshit. Okay, and then we might help you out with your student loans, guys. We're gonna do the SAFE program. We're gonna help you out. Oh, you're gonna print like fucking $2 trillion, sir? Really? Oh yeah, let's just add it to the 34 trillion we already have. and then there's the other part I didn't mention. They sell the fucking debt. They sell the debt at an interest. They gotta buy when they turn in their debt, they have to print more money to pay it back. Guys, wake the I can't with people, man. Wake up. Please. Look at you. But believing Trump didn't run up the debt. I said believe that if you want. Like, he didn't do half the shit that you're lost, dude. You're fucking lost. Okay? Both parties are the same, boo-boo. They're both the same. Did you know that? They only have the illusion. Together, we would be powerful. Divided, we fall. They want us divided, so they created separation with the two parties so that we'd be fighting over two parties that are both fucking us over. Wake up. That's all I can say. I'm baffled by, like, the mentality. You're not awake if you're going to sit here and argue about Trump. But Trump, you're not awake. You're not awake. Trump is not the Federal Reserve. See, he just said it. Unemployment is at all-time low. Oh my gosh. Really? Our dollar is still shrinking, and we are still not living a quality life. Okay? So I'm glad that you're like parroting CNN right now, but none of that shit really matters. Like, it doesn't fucking matter because our dollar ain't worth shit. Okay? And we're going to pay dearly. Heed this warning. It's like the dollar is not worth what it was. Like, that's what the whole, like, it's not even about the tax breaks for the billionaires. That's where you're lost. We shouldn't even have to pay taxes. Why are we paying taxes? Why? Why do we have to, why? Why can't we just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying, like, some of the programs aren't good, but, like, our supposed tax dollars, like, go to, like, some other country and go to fund a war. You want to fund wars? You want to do that? Like, that's what they're doing. They're paying for the weaponry, the weapons, okay? And then they all go into the stock market and they like buy Raytheon Technology stock, and then they go, oh, we're gonna go into Russia and we're gonna go, Putin blew up his own pipeline. Can you believe that guy? Meanwhile, the big oil companies made so much money, it's sickening. And that's the industry I'm in. So I know. Bro, I was fucking pricing electricity and I didn't know why it was sky high. It was sky high because we were selling it to Europe. Like, that's why we were selling it. The United States, the big oil. You want to get on the green train with me too, buddy? You want to talk green? Let's talk green. Let's talk your little electric cars that come from the fucking natural gas, which like lays on top of the fucking petrol. It's like a fossil fuel. You're not like getting a windmill powering your car. Yeah, the windmill's going all the way to your house. Sure, buddy. Now they do have the windmill farms and the solar farms that go into the grid, and they'll pledge if you use 100 megawatt hours a year, they'll pledge to produce that much in solar. But the solar isn't running right now, guys. Here, it's not running. And there's no battery. There's hardly any battery storage. You get battery storage for like 4 hours. And it costs so much money. Okay? So you literally do not have any electricity when the sun don't shine if you're using solar. And people like will fucking fight for something that they don't even know anything about. They will argue hand over fist and die on that hill. It's like, bro, do you even know? I don't need to be an engineer. I am in utilities. I sell, that's my business, the business I'm in. So I probably don't have like the knowledge of an engineer. No. But I have more knowledge than the average American. I live in Texas. It operates on its own grid, and I get pricing updates like every day as to where the natural gas market's at, and I, have a license to log in, and I don't even want to say what license I have because I'm on here, okay? I gotta be careful about what I say. Yeah, the United States was, yes, I work for a company that is a supplier that has a fucking plant that produces power. They were shipping LNG. Google it, okay? Go Google if you have to. If you want to know anything, look it up. It's free. That also is, propaganda too, but with what pops up now, what you haven't figured that out, then you're way beyond. You got some catching up to do. LNG was shipped over to Europe. That's what we were doing. Yeah. That's a website, the Power to Choose website. They were shipping liquid, like natural gas, like over to Europe when Putin, blew up his pipeline, right? You can't make this shit up. The fact that people are so it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. With all the resources we have to investigate stuff for ourselves and look things up and talk to people, why are we like this? Why are we staring at the news channel reporting the same news story to us? We're just gobbling it up. Yeah, I'd be a better person if my nails weren't chipped. Oh, I don't even know why I got on this big rant. I've just been paranoid about an economic collapse. I guess I shouldn't be paranoid, but I've been trying to prepare. I guess that's what it's about, because I think a lot of people are just totally I don't know, they're not thinking about it. It's not paranoia, it's reality. I know it is, but it's also we can't do anything about it, really. It's kind of the plan. Honestly, it's also the opportunity of a lifetime if you are prepared and you have money saved away and stocked up, then you're going to be able to buy assets at a discount. So that's kind of like the only way that we're ever going to get ahead of this inflation, because they keep printing this money that's not backed by anything. And they don't teach that in schools. Like, I just was like watching a lot of like YouTube, and I was watching tons of like podcasts about like Ray Dalio. He's like the largest hedge fund manager like in the world, like the most successful one ever. Like, so I'm not like looking at people that are like me, like just some random TikToker. You're coming here for financial advice? Why not? Look up Ray Dalio. Look up and then look up Peter Schiff. And then these people you'll say are boomers that like always predict collapse. But like the reason why they're always predicting collapse is they're waiting because it's a means to an end, and they know it is. That's why the smart people that know about our money and our finances, they're the ones that go buy the gold. They buy gold, ounces of gold. When it dips, you know, it went to like $1,900. I picked up some. Then it went even lower to $1,800. But the thing, when it collapses, it might really dip, but you might not even catch it before it dips. It just, things are so fast now. Look at like when COVID like crashed, and then in 2 days it was back up because people were snatched it up. You know, they snatched up that opportunity, and it's harder and harder now because all these rich people, the rich people are the ones that have this education, and they're hiding it from us. So why are you listening to rich people? Biden is a rich man. Like, Nancy Pelosi's rich. These people are sickly wealth, like not sick, but I mean, they're wealthy. Why are you why do you think they're good? Like, why do you not? And I don't think being wealthy means you're bad or anything. It just means you're smart. It means you figured out the system and you figured out the game, and now you're going to make the moves. They stole our tax money, absolutely. They did more than stealing tax money. They just stole from us in general because they keep printing this money out of thin air. And why nobody's like aware is just like beyond me. I mean, it's like the people that are aware are the ones that are rich. That's why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, and there's no middle class, because the wealthy, Trump is wealthy too. Like, Trump's probably part of them. Like, let's be real. Like, I don't care. I liked some of his policies and I liked some of his attitude. But I don't think he was like Christ, okay? I don't think Trump's like my savior, and like Trump, like, the Trump warp speed jab, like, nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do that either. So, like, no, I don't get all my shit from him. Thank you. I might lean towards what they say, right? But what they do is different. They fuck us over. Both parties do. And to have us fighting over the whole system is like, you're just playing into their trap. You're playing into their trap. Literally, like, just falling into it. It's just like, when are people gonna like, when are they gonna get a clue? Snap out of it. Like, what the hell? Like, we are living in, it's just, I don't even want to say certain things. I've already said too much. He said he could. Oh, when he made that comment about how much people loved him or something. Yeah, that was kind of... I'm not going to lie. I do think I think he's got narcissistic personality disorder. Okay, he has a tinge of that. Dad was not around, didn't get enough attention growing up. That messes with your personality, and then you're like basically given like all this money and like fame because of your name. So yeah, the guy's a little bit off. Okay. I don't glorify any of these people anymore. Like they're just they're all part of the system, which is to scam us. And I'm not gonna. Why do I need to fight with fellow Americans when everybody wants the same thing? We all just want healthy food, chemicals out of our food. We all just want an opportunity. And it's being taken away from us every day because of both parties, because of the system, the way it is. And I do believe in our Constitution, and it tried to save us from this kind of stuff. But, oh well. People don't even understand the popular vote. They get hung up over like a couple thousand extra people that voted for one person. It's like, why do you want 51% of the people being able to control the majority? That's why it was set up the way it was. 51% of the people can control 49%. That's not right. That's why we're not a democracy. We're supposed to be a republic within the states. And the states, if you don't like the policy in one state, you're welcome to go to another state. That's the beauty of it. That was the design. Opportunity. Try living in a poor country. No, I'm grateful for what we have. I do think we have opportunity here. But we have we have less in regards to buying a home, a house, an affordable house, and having affordable wages. Because again, they're just spending like drunken sailors. That's it. And they have all the control because they have all the money. So that's the problem. And all of us feel like we're stuck, and we really want to believe that a president's going to come in and fix it for us, but it's not going to happen. So that's sad. But it just, I don't know what the answer is other than everybody to like go register to be a U.S. House of Representative, and we take the House. We, the people, take the House. And it's really easy to register to do that. But if people actually got together and said, we don't want any more politicians in, we, the people, is like the average everyday person that's out there busting it to put food on the table. That's who we, the people, are, right? We are supposed to be the ones in charge because we're supposed to be hiring with our vote, but we just give it up. We don't vote, who knows what happens there, right? We still don't really have a voice. That's a problem. But if anybody can register to be a House of Representatives, like within parameters of like being, I don't know, a certain age, and like there's certain, yes, local. We have to do it through the local because even right now, like most of the House of Representatives, there's still somebody who had money to get the campaign going, to put their name out there. But if we like band together in the communities and said we're not putting in somebody that's already in office, because we want a whole new House, and we want to have a mix of just regular everyday people, I don't know. Maybe something could happen there, but the problem is the person who has the most money has the most influence because they get the most campaign backing. Oprah would not, no. Oprah for president? For what? You think she's gonna be able to handle like foreign leaders diplomatically, like with her, oh, you get a car, Z, you get a car, Putin, everybody gets a car, yeah, join my book club. That's your mentality. Is the president doesn't even matter that much. He, like, look at Biden. They purposely put up a guy who doesn't fucking make any sense anymore. No offense to him. His brain's not where it was. Look at the way he was 10 years ago. He's not the same dude. They did that to insult us, to say, we can put anyone up there. You guys want to vote for the president and you think that actually fucking does anything? Yes. The 3 letters are in, yep. Yep. See, you're still talking about Biden. Trump thinks Obama's... I was just saying that he's... Because you're saying, like, oh, Oprah would be better than Trump. And, like... Do you really want Kamala Harris as commander-in-chief? What kind of laugh does she... The school buses! And the yellow school buses! Really? That is... They put her as second in fucking charge. Are you kidding me? If you guys are not insulted right now at, like, what they think of you, then I don't even know. Like, they think you're that... They really were right. They were right. America was really like, yay! Yay! Kamala! Yay! Just anybody but Trump. Oh, God. Oh, no. Like, and then the whole, like, news media, like, went on some big orchestration to Trump TV 24/7. You guys ate it all up. Like, what? Like, I watched anti-Trump stuff for so long. Trump's our problem. You fell right into the trap. Fell right into it. They even said it was a trap. They literally had like crumbs so you'd eat it and then you'd walk, ooh, and it said this is a trap. There was a sign and you still walked right in it. It was like, well, yeah, more like, God, I should do more Kamala. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but like, I don't know. Like, that's, it was just, oh my God. Oh God. And people fell for it and they still do. And you can't, Wow. I mean, and what's funny is that like most Americans actually like my teeth clenching or hers. Does she do that? Yeah. Uh, Thanks for the follows. I went on some weird ass tirade Oh my gosh, like it was a economy class. Like it went from like, oh my god, look at my onesie, and then I just went like totally like psycho on this, like, the money printing though. It's like the simplest thing, and it's like nobody gets it. And these young kids are just like, I'm having arguments with that they're anti-GOP because the GOP doesn't want, anything good. And it's the same. The thing on the left that people are fighting about and scared of is the same thing that people on the right are scared of. They're both fearful of the two party. So the left, we're scared of the Marxism, but the far right, they're scared of nationalism, right? It's just the same thing, and they just play us with this fear, like that this party's taking over, and and it's already taken over. That's the thing. We've already let them take over somehow. I don't know. And we're the ones supposed to be putting them in office, so, and employing them, and it's sickening. You're like, that sounds good, right, Corvette? Yeah, but it went a little bit too far. I didn't want to say something to get myself in trouble, but yeah, the National Socialist Party, yeah. And I'd rather us just focus on our country, but they're already worldwide now. It's not, they're already connected through the United Nations. It's just the one world, whatever, new world order. It's it's already was done. It's like, I don't know. God, it's after 3 a.m. I probably got to get off here. But yeah, it's funny because I had so much fear over all that too, but it's kind of I don't know, I'm kind of waking up to the notion that we're already there. We're already there. How do we go forward? I don't know. And then I get worried about, thanks, Vaughn. I get worried about AI. But I guess I shouldn't fear that either. Because just go out and do what we want. A generator. Yeah, I mean, I would stock up on beans, rice. Even if you can't cook, you could put water in the beans and the rice. You could soften it enough to survive. I still gotta get water. I don't know. I don't really like water bottles because those have they're plastic. It's soaking in plastic, really, but it's better than nothing. But yeah, I mean, I bought a bunch of seeds too. They're not gonna help me right away though, but I bought non-GMO seeds because I thought one day we might not have that. They're good for a few years at least. They said they could freeze them for 25 years. I don't know. But it's good to prepare now. Just, especially after COVID and we couldn't find toilet paper, and then some of us learned we didn't need toilet paper. We could just use a washcloth and wring it out. But everyone thinks I'm weird when I say that, but it's you could just rinse your ass off in the tub. You can make do. We can make do with a lot less, really. And be more effective even. But, we do need water. We do need some type of food. So, yeah, the staples would be beans and rice. But canned goods, I guess, can last a lot. But, yeah. But, like, if you soaked the beans and the rice in water and the water soaked it up, it would soften. And if you're, like, hungry, you're going to eat it. You're not going to really, care. Obviously, salt would be good. Maybe basic medicine that you need. I don't know. I was really paranoid about that. And I know we're supposed to trust God and all of that, but God does give us, like, knowledge of what to do and instinct too. And, like, and if, so I don't know. I was kind of worried about my 401k because I just got it in the S&P 500 now. I had it in a different index fund, but then I'm like, I don't know if I want to, like, I mean, I think it'll bounce back, if it crashes, and then you can make money on investing as it rides up. But it was just like that initial chunk of money. It's like, I don't know if you can move it out without a penalty. I think you can move the money out, but not out of the 401k. And I have some crypto. I have some gold. I have a house that's almost paid off. So I don't know. I just decided I wanted to get out of debt because that's the other trap that they say we have to live in debt. And then they're like, try to tell you, we'll take out debt because it's an asset. If you have a low interest rate, it's like, it beats inflation. It's like, yeah, it might beat inflation, but it doesn't beat, like, all that cash going into your account from your working. Yeah, I have some silver. Silver's going up right now, too. And then I started buying, like, I mean, just with our cash, our cash is going to lose its value. You temporarily put it in something that will hold its value. That's the whole point, right? And then later you sell it and it's up more. Your paper dollar is never going to increase in value. At some point, it's going to cost too much money to print that they will stop printing it. They had wheelbarrows of cash. Like, it was like $1 million to buy, like, a cheeseburger. Like, because they did this before. They print their way out of trouble. And it's coming to an end. Like, the debt is, like, now, like, outpaced, like, the ability to, like, pay it back. Like, the debt is not just free money either. They sell bonds, which is the debt, with interest. So it's one big giant Ponzi scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. Why do you think the pyramid is on the dollar bill? The Federal Reserve Bank, really? It's like, when I learned all this stuff, I couldn't believe it. Like, to the point of, like, why have they been doing it? Like, why is this makes no sense. Why is this a system? Why is this the system? What? And we've all fell for the scam. We fell for the scam because we had to have instant gratification. He's just laughing because I'm animated, probably, but. And so then they had us. Oh, you can't. That's how you used to be able to buy a house in cash in the 50s. That's the whole Make America Great Again. Like, it was not about whatever the fuck they think it was about. It was about a house that you could afford, one income earner. That's what it was about. And you could actually buy a house and a car and, like, live the American dream. They did enslave us. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. That's what the Civil War was about. It was about tricking us into believing that if they gave us a minimum wage, that somehow we were, yeah. People fall, yeah, it's all just crazy. Because when something doesn't add up, it evokes curiosity, and then you want to do a little more research. Once you start digging and you start connecting these dots, you're like, why is this, it doesn't add up. And then you realize, wow, I fell for all of this. This is just the way the world is. But this is the way we're trained. Yep. Yeah. So we're trained to buy into all this, and the reason why they started doing the mortgages with the interest rates was because of the inflation from the printing. So then they said, oh, well, hey, I got an idea. What if we just convince people to pay a little each month, but they got to pay a little extra because they're going to get it now? And people fell for that. But it used to be that you saved money and you did without. You just did without until you had enough money to go buy it. And you worked and you made the money, and then you went out and you bought. And that's how it worked. But now it's and it's human nature. Oh, I can have it now and just pay a little over time. Okay. But the interest is also eating up their money that's already being eaten up because they keep printing. So there's that. It's a double whammy. And then you got to pay on top of it. You're paying, I didn't even believe in defunding the police, but some of those police officers are worthless. Okay. Just saying. Some of them are great people, but I know we need protection, but to pay to be harassed, to pay to get pulled over if your little light's out, to pay to, it's just stuff like that. We pay for it. We pay tax dollars to be harassed. So there's that. And the fact that they've convinced us that this is good, that's the part that's obnoxious, is that they got us so brainwashed that first you build the basement, cover it, and live in it, and save money and build the rest. Oh, okay. You live in the basement. Yeah, the funniest part that's not funny, it's horrific, is that we ate the apple. We bit into it, and we I don't know. It's we did it to ourselves, but and with a smile on our face that we were a good citizen, a good law-abiding citizen. Especially with the fucking tolls and the gouging there, and then they make new roads, and then, oh, you're going to charge you extra money to ride on them, and to police them, and the whole thing is just one big yeah, taking us off the gold standard illusion. I was gonna say a trap or a scam, or it's simulation, matrix, whatever. That's why they work so hard to call this misinformation. They literally call the truth misinformation. That's all you need to know. That's everything. Oh, you're telling the truth. No, you're not going along with the story that you're supposed to go along with. That's why I speak up while I can. I'm going to talk until it's taken away from me. Right? Because this is our last stand. United we stand. You know. But this is it, guys. Buckle up, because it's going to get rocky, I guess. Going to get bumpy. A lot of potholes because they never did that infrastructure bill. He never did infrastructure. But Trump didn't do infrastructure. He never got it done. He never spent all that money on that fucking infrastructure. Oh boy. I don't know. Who was the top artist? I don't know, man. All fiat currencies. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. And it keeps happening. Nobody's learning from history. Like, that's why they want to fucking burn the history and tear down the statues and the whatever. Change the history. It's like, study history and you'll learn what's going to happen, because people are creatures of habit and nothing new is under the sun. And this was done in probably like biblical times too. Like literally Jesus was trying to warn us about the law, the Pharisees that ran everything, and like it's the same shit, man. Same shit. I didn't even mention American history when I said days of when Jesus was on the earth, whether you believe he's a deity or not. Most historians believe with that many things written down, chiseled on a fucking rock. Okay, it was pretty important if they 50 years later wrote it out, and then another 50 years later wrote it out again. It was hard. It took a lot of work to write stuff. And to actually like have any piece of literature, to have that many pieces of history actually recorded. Yeah. That's the other thing. People are just so fucking small-minded. Just closed-minded. They just think they know everything. I don't think I know everything. I research everything. And I want to learn more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And because I started realizing, why do I think this? Why do I think this? Right? And why do they think that? Why are we so different? You know, and so you try to figure that out. If you care more like about reality and like why things are the way they are when they don't seem right and they seem all fucked up, and it seems like, you know, they've been promising to fix it, and I'm not falling for the scam anymore. You know, I'm not gonna believe whatever politician is all like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna. No, you're not. No, you're not. Yeah, okay. But people will fall for it again. Yeah, because we're human. Yeah, they'll fall for it again, and they'll believe that, you know, their student loan debt's going to be wiped away, and it's going to be clean slate, and it's going to be, you know, wonderful, and, you know, and then a robot will take their job because they're that incompetent that a machine can do it faster. Oh my God. You can't make this stuff up. Yep, the cycles repeat. It's all cycles. It's all seasons. That's it. That's the law of nature and the law of the universe. And that's that. Seed time, harvest. And the seasons. And the seasons that we're in. And we're going into a winter season. Just like the 100 years ago almost with the 1929. Look at they had electric cars then. And like, it's like they had like amazing things, amazing minds. It was a whole boom, right? It was industrial revolution was because of electricity. There was this big boom, and that's what happened again. And hopefully AI will save us. I mean, I was scared of AI, but maybe AI is the answer. Who knows? It's scary, actually, because people are trying to be God, and that's scary. And then they can program the AI, and the AI, it's... Everything's 30 years out. Like, so this was predicted when Terminator came out. The movie is done on purpose so that we are brainwashed into accepting the new normal when it happens. So, like, they already have very advanced technology that we haven't even seen. The flying car is coming 2025. You can pre-order one now. Like, we live in an advanced world, yet we're still doing like shit from 1920s. Like, why have we not advanced? Like fiscal, like with I don't want to use the wrong words here, but just the whole system. I mean, I guess it was in 1971 when they stopped backing it, when Nixon. That was, over 50 years ago, so that is a means to an end. And that's why all these people have been they're waiting for this to fail, because it can't sustain itself. It can't mathematically. There's so much debt out there that it's like impossible to print more money, because they then sell the debt and then they have to pay it back as an interest. That's why the Ponzi schemes fail. That's why they fail. Like, I don't understand. Like, this should be basic knowledge. But I had to, like, do, like, my own independent, like, research to find this stuff out, to understand it. Because they hide it from the masses, but it's really not hidden that much. If you want answers, you'll go seek it out. Nobody seeks it out because they accept that this is normal. The 1800s. I am most fascinated by history now. I used to not care about it, or I thought it was boring, but now I think it's so fascinating to picture, like, how people really were and how we think that they are so much different than us, and then they're not, though. Like, you find out, like, and I don't know, it's just weird. It's a trip. It's just a trip. Because when you read history, you actually are like, kind of like, yeah, people are still the same. Like, they still act the same, fall for the same gimmicks. And that's why I got interested more in the Bible, too, because it's more of, like, the history, like, and the comparison of the modern-day times, too. And people are so animately against the Bible. They're like, it's just some old book. It's just written by losers. And it's like, no, it was fucking chiseled in this stone and this paper that was hard to... Man, it was just ancient history. Maybe it was stories, but people will dismiss it so much but it has like basically the same things that happened then is stuff that happens now. Like, it's like, it's just like people are so wigged out by the fact that like they're weird. People are weird. People are so open to have like, women with like boobs showing, and then you still got the same damn religious zealots that are like, oh my god, that's sin, look at me. And it's like 2,000 years went by. You had like 2,000 years ago, you had the same shit. You had the Pharisees that were the law, and they were, judging, everybody, and they were the ones that had all the money, and they were, charging the peasants. I might not be spinning the story exact, but, it's just like, that's why Jesus was mad, because they were ripping off the people, and he was like flipping over tables because he's like, healing prayers for he was in trouble for healing on the wrong day, and like, it was, it was just crazy. I'm 40, not 45, but thank you. He probably thought I was like 25, and he was trying to say I looked old to insult me, maybe, I don't know. And I'm like, actually, I am fucking in my 40s, thanks. Oh, I got a lot of people on here. There was a lot of people before, but it's just filled up for some reason. I don't know. I guess it's late. It's bar time, right? I raised my camera. Who am I kidding? I was talking about, the prostitutes, okay? 2,000 years ago, they had that. And everyone's all like, yeah, it's almost 4 here. And so people are like, we're so different than they were back then, but we weren't. It was like all the same stuff. So it's wild to me now. Thank you. A barber license at 16. I know. I miss those days of all that like freedom and no regulations, and like when you listen to these old like crime stories, there was the guy that like could go like fake an ID and go into a bank and like open an account at like 17 years old and go commit this big crime. I miss like when we didn't have like the gold rush. You could just like jump in your wagon and just go out and claim your land and dig for gold. And now we're supposed to have this white colonial guilt. Oh God, how dare you do what everybody did ever in history and go into a territory and I don't know. The younger generations but that's not different anyway. We thought that the younger generation in the 70s was nuts because they were like, or the 60s, they were like smoking pot and all about love and peace and anti-war, and they were, crazies. So it's like nothing's changed now. We still have the same kids, the same youth. That's all about. But now they're like worse because, no offense, but like, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't underestimate our youth, honestly. I resonate with the 60s. Like, that's the best music, the best rock music. The Doors and Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stones, Tom Petty. Oh my God, they're all the best. And yeah, I like that era. But maybe I'm an old hippie. I don't really believe in reincarnation, but maybe I was a Manson chick. No. Joking. I'm Geomancy on YouTube? I don't know. Who's that? Somebody I might like. Elvis for president? I don't know. We don't even the president is an illusion that they're going to come and save us, honestly. We have to save ourselves. And if we save ourselves and get out of the system and stop signing up for it and paying for it and walking right into all their traps, then maybe we would... I'm not old enough to be a hippie, no, but that's the era. I'm Norwegian. Like Scandinavia, yeah, Swedish Norwegian. You're moving to Norway? That would be interesting. I really want to travel. I'm really interested in being able to travel. The Beat Generation? Yeah. What generation, though? That's like the 60s, right? I don't know. Beatle? I don't know what... You're saying that's the generation, right? The music was just better. Oh my God. 60s rock is like... Not a hippie, a realist. But I'm a realist, but I'm also like... When I say I'm a hippie, I'm into like love... and like love one another. Like Jesus was a hippie. His disciples were hippies. And we should all just be like loving and anti-war and anti-government, anti-authority. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Peace. But if we had more drive than them to like actually... Like, you know, we wouldn't have to have that much drive if we would get out of the system as far as the debt system. Like, you don't have to actually, like, if you have a car and you don't have a car payment, you don't have a mortgage, and you just work a little bit, you could be amazed at how much money you could save and how well you could live. Far out. Hell yeah. I can't even believe I'm still fucking up. And it's like 4 a.m. Well, I can believe it. Who am I kidding? I do this all the time. I'm tired. And I'm losing my voice because I've been on a rampage. I never was into the disco stuff and the dancing as much, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe I just was not on the right substances to want to like be in a crowd of people sweating, and I don't know. I didn't like concerts that much either. I like music, but I do like people. People do energize me, but I don't like big crowds. I like people, but I like few people that can connect. Like we are on here, right? Even though it's digital, but at least we're connecting somewhat. Like if I'm talking about something that somebody else is talking about, we can connect on that, right? Whereas other lives or people might just be, I don't know, not talking about anything that is worthwhile. Like the deeper things, the meaning of life, and I don't know. So I want to connect in a group too, right? And I don't want to connect with a group of like really like fake people. I hate fake. Oh my God, I can't stand it. I don't like people that are just smiling and happy and like it's just like, oh my God, it's great. Like, hi, oh my, yeah, so what brings you here? Yeah. Like, what do you do? What do you do? It's like, I don't fucking sit here and talk to you and tell you what the fuck it's like, snap the fuck out of it, bitch. Like, you know, I'm a Scorpio. And there's truth to the astrology, though. It's weird because there just is, I think. I don't know. You know. Not that that's not like my God that I like serve or, but I just, there is, but I don't know, maybe it's stuff that's so vague, but like, I don't know, I'm so much like my sign, it's not even funny. Land crustacean, I wouldn't say that. They have a stinger. I don't know, but I'm not, maybe I am. I was gonna be like, I'm not vindictive. I'm patient, long-suffering. No, I'm like, will strike when I don't know. I'm very forgiving. Very forgiving. But if somebody really fucks me over, the universe will make them pay. Most likely. Because I'm a child of God and I'm God's favorite. And like, yeah. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass now. I'm just thinking about my kid's dad and the whole court thing and how amazing all that was. But whatever. I let the law do its job. Well, I don't know. I don't like the law anymore. But because it seems like it's just a money grab. And it's annoying. That's annoying too. I mean, I feel like we do need to have a justice system. We have a beautiful justice system where we're innocent until proven guilty, right? But they've abused everything. They've taken every beautiful thing and tainted it with their, well, right. I know you're saying no, we don't, and that's because I'm saying they've they've muddied the waters. They've taken everything and saw a way to make money out of everything. And it's like not even, it's like at what point do you care about people more than money? Like at what point do you care about your own conscience of like not harming, like to where it's not worth it. The money's not worth the harm that you're causing humanity. It's like, why are you a Scorpio too? That's the part I'm like, it's just annoying. And once you start waking up to some of these things, you start looking at it everywhere. You start seeing it everywhere, and you can't. It's hard because it's like you want to fix it, but you're just focusing on the problem because the problem's everywhere, and you're like, oh my God, everything's just. The world's like, and now nobody can do anything anymore. Customer service is like anti-customer service. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, it's like we're just gonna drag our feet, not tell you we can't do anything, and you gotta like scream at them, or you gotta go full blown Karen, and then you gotta have fucking dumbasses say that it's, to advocate for yourself is, makes you some kind of Karen, which is some kind of stupid fucking word for like, I don't even know what that is. Like, oh, you want to speak to a manager? Well, yeah, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you got to talk to who's in charge to get things done right. Yeah. I've had to pull out the Karen card from time to time with no shame. 0. I don't have the ugly haircut, so I'm good. You're identical. It's like whatever. I'm screaming at the robot, like fighting with it. That's gonna be bad with AI though. Oh God, because they could just do that all day long. It's just a robot. I'm like, no, I need to speak to a person, a real person, not a robot. No, agent, and then I hit 000 button. Like I lose it sometimes. Which joke's on me because I just had to like go to one more little prompt or like hit the 3 button or something. But I'm gonna, yeah, I'll like flip out and then like they like finally say, "Ooh, I'll transfer you to a live." They try to get me with this one. we need this number because if we don't have it, you might be transferred again. I'm like, fucking transfer me, bitch. I don't have it. Like, what? Have you gotten that one too? Like, we might have to transfer you to another person if we don't have all the information. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they can't hear me, and then I have to start talking like a robot. No, thank you. I don't want to pay my bill. Pay my bill? No. Oh my God. You know what's bad is that you want a real person, and then when you get a real person, you're like, send me back to the robot. Because the real people nowadays are like, they're just incompetent too. You know, it's like, I don't even know. It's bizarre. I don't know. I guess something's in the water, right? That's what it is. It must be. It must be. Like, what's doing it? Like, honestly, like, what is causing everybody to be... I'm pretty ghetto, too. But what is causing everyone to just be stuck with this is the system and this is the way? And you're like, but this system's dumb. Like, it doesn't make sense. But this is how it is. Well, no, it can't be like this. Like my son, they fucked up and I had a physical and I couldn't wrap my head around. All I needed was them to take a temperature. Like, vitals. I needed the psychiatrist to get vitals. Not one person, registered nurse or doctor there in the office, was able to put a blood pressure cuff on my child for 2 minutes for the good of humanity. Because it wasn't in the system. The doctor fucked up and I didn't really have an appointment. And because I didn't have an appointment, all their little time blocks were full. I mean, I was there for a good 30 minutes because I couldn't accept no. I chew them and the nail polish doesn't last because no nail polish will stay on. Except for that stuff that you get at the nail salon that when you go to the salon and you get done, I won't do that. I can't get into it. Yeah. Anyway, lost my train of thought, but like, seriously, like, your doctor's office, you screwed up. I just need vitals. We can't because we can't code it and the insurance and all this shit. It's like not one person could just be like, you know what? Oh my God. I hate, I can't. A Vine person, okay. No, I learned a little Spanish, enough to like be excited when I get to say, ¿Dónde está el baño? And they're like, yeah, it's there. And I'm like, in Mexico, but like, they speak English because whatever. Let's try to impress them with my Spanish. I was excited to pee because I got to say baño. That's the kind of Spanish I have. ¿Dónde está el biblioteca? It's like, no, I know little bits and pieces of, to communicate. Yeah. I'm getting really tired. I should really hang up. Wow. Whew. Thanks for the follow. I've had like 72 new followers. That's pretty good. I actually used to get like 1,000 followers. I'd go a lot. Well, that's because I was dancing erotically. At like 2 a.m. in bar time. Yeah, so I'd get off and there'd be like 400 followers, 500. It was so easy to, now people are just really stingy with the follows. Yeah, but that's okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're Spanish, and I'm worried that I would break every like community guideline if I post this on TikTok or YouTube. Thank you, the legend. Maybe I should start a Rumble account. I don't know. Rumble is fucking amazing, and I never go on it. Why do we not go on any of the sites that actually, like, you can just Google all the shit that's banned, like, and restricted? Why are we... But this site is great. I love TikTok. I just do. I just don't like their guidelines. I just don't. BBC... I don't even know what that... I'm thinking British Broadcast Channel. I know that's not what you meant. So, yeah. That's probably... yeah. I know. Nobody goes on Rumble. Rumble's, like, phenomenal. You can go down all the rabbit holes that you want. I'm on YouTube... just sexy single mama from TikTok or whatever. I didn't know. But I have some stuff, like some lives that I've uploaded. I got lazy about it. I should have just kept doing it, uploading my TikTok lives. I have a bunch of them saved, the old ones that I need to post. But it's hard to be on every site. And, you know, you kind of have to focus on like one or two that you're really... But it's like I was trying to post everywhere. And I don't like Instagram that much. I was posting there, but then I have a phone. I have to transfer all my stuff into my new phone tomorrow or later today. Well, I'll download it. I just worry that, like, it'll get flagged. Maybe not. I don't know. Did I say anything that bad? But yeah, Rumble's like, I mean, I guess it's not the interface, it's not as user friendly as, like, I love YouTube. I listen to like the podcasts and just all the, different content creators. There's wonderful things on YouTube, but they do have, some censorship and some stuff that... Right, I know, I'm surprised. I've not posted on Rumble, but I recently realized that I could watch Rumble on my smart TV. Like... I have a Roku TV, and it's an app on there, and I was, like, searching, like, documentaries on the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, and you can find all the stuff that, like, because on YouTube is owned by Google, and Google is they're part of the whole propaganda machine. They basically are it, so it's, like... Again, it's like they have two-party system to make you think you have choice and, and freedom that you don't really have. They also have, they'll be like, oh, well, there's conservative content creators too, but it's not just conservatives are great. It's more like anything that's not the mainstream, right? That's not like... I'm 82. I know. Isn't it amazing? It's like, if I would... Yeah. You all want my lotion. So, it's not like... I don't believe, like... I don't know how to explain it. I'm not against... the left. I feel like the left and the right need to actually come together, and because a lot of the things that we're griping about are the same. But that's for the people that claim to be left or right. It's not the governmental body that's, screwing us all over, okay? In their version of the left and the right. And they try to get people on these hot button issues like abortion. And it's just so dumb that we fall for this. It's so dumb. But RFK Jr., independent, hell yeah, if we all voted for him, we could, literally have, a attorney going after, pharmaceutical companies and lobbyists, and he's an attorney that sues, come on. Let's go Brandon, though, for sure, because that's why we like Trump, though, because he wasn't really... At least he said, he wasn't, he spoke his mind. You knew what you were going to get with him. He wasn't phony. But yeah, I know that a lot of people think he's narcissistic, and I agree. I'm not stupid, okay? That's the thing about it. It's he was the better choice of the choices that we've had, and I liked the fact that he tried to take us out of the Paris Climate Agreement, which is bullshit, and the World Health Organization. These organizations are whatever. He woke us up about mainstream media, and he fought back because they attacked him so hard. He knew, because if he's part of them, then he knew. Right? And when they went against him, he spoke. And people were like, really? Huh. And it made us look into some stuff. And yeah. So that's all I can say. I'm not saying he's our savior, but I definitely felt better with him in office than the guy we have now. Because the guy right now is fake. He's fake good and everything's great, but what he's doing is harming us, because he's not really doing any of it, but he's just the face, right? The little harmless elderly man now that's, career politician, he's been in the system for 75 years. Oh, he's our savior. He's a great guy. And people fall for it. Yes, Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior. Well, yes. I will say that. I know it's unpopular, but the more I study up on Jesus, the more I'm really like the guy. So I really admire him. And we could all benefit by being more Christ-like. So yeah. Anywho, what was I saying about Mr. Trump? I really want RFK Jr. in there, but the Democrats are so stuck on, he's an anti-vaxxer and we're so into our science, and our science is our guide, and it's all, and it's oh my god. They put things, I can't even say this stuff, because it's the vaccines were good. The original vaccines was amazing science of, let's give a piece of this dead virus into the person's body and they will develop the antibodies. So that worked. Don't know so much about the other, Hi. You guys are going back and forth. I don't even know what anybody's saying. I need to go to bed. Okay. I'm gonna go to good night. Love you guys. Thank you for joining my rant. For what did I go for, like 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours? I've been going for 3 hours. 2 hours and 26 minutes. Yeah, of talk. That's a lot of talking. That's a lot of words. That is a lot of words. Yeah, I got on a roll. But thank you for being a part of it. All right. It was, yeah. It was truth. But I have to try to sleep because... Yes. Yep. Thank you. Okay. Good night. Love you.